Good morning, folks. Howdy to you. Welcome to the Fort Worth Stockyards National Historic District.
Whenever I'm down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I always have to come by the stockyards. There's just something so freaking cool about this place. I don't know if it's the old school cowboy in me or what it is, but I always have to come down here and just walk around, just check it out. So let's go do that. Guess I picked a good day to come here because there is hardly anybody down here at the stockyards, at least this part of it. I mean, look how empty this is all around. So I'm going to keep exploring and see what I can find, see if there's any shops I want to go into, and I don't know. Let's go look. Every time I'm down here, I gotta come by this place and check these things out. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I'm fascinated by them or if I'm a little bit grossed out, to be honest. It's really one of those things to think that they're animal hides. I don't know. I really don't know. And then, of course, the stuffed animals. I don't know how I'm feeling about that, honestly. Let me know what you think about that. Comment down below. Is this beautiful? Is it inhumane? What do you think about those kind of things? Because it's really one of those situations where it is kind of cool to get to see them up close like this, because I know I'll never get that chance in the wild, but I just really don't know. Wow. Just wow. Look at this one over here. That's just crazy.
Good morning, folks. Howdy to you. Welcome to the Fort Worth Stockyards, National Historic District. My name's Joel, and I'm the guy on the street with a clipboard and a microphone. I'm looking around. I see all kinds of great-looking people here, friendly-looking people. Great to see y'all here today. Welcome to the Stockyards.
Horseback called thru. Wide brim hats, dirt on the boots. 150 years ago, this was their last stop for the long war. More than 500 miles of rugged land to Kansas. Fort Worth drove their last chance to buy supplies, enjoy a good meal, and pick up their heels before months of beans and hardtack and sleeping under the stars. Today you'll take a glimpse of that past, but the herd is more. It's a reminder of Fort Worth's Western heritage, of the cowboy grit and rugged independence so ingrained in the Texas spirit. That spirit is still here, and you are a part of it. So be sure and tip your hat and say hi to your Texas Longhorn cast by with our drovers. In the stockyards, every day is a new adventure. And it starts right here with the Fort Worth herd.
Fort Worth Stockyards, that was a lot of fun. Walking around, checking out the shops, and then getting to see the Fort Worth herd. It was quick, I mean really quick. I don't know how many there were there, maybe about a dozen or so total was all it was. They come out and they head up the street. There's plenty of room, as you can see behind me. That street keeps going quite a ways back. So if you're ever in town and you want to come check them out, I recommend you do. 11 o'clock and 4:30 daily, except for holidays like Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving. So be sure to check them out. I think it's time to go find me a cold beer. How can you come to Texas, let alone Fort Worth, without getting a nice cold beer? So let's head over to Billy Bob's. All right, so I've made it to my next stop. This is another one of those places that just seems to be a must whenever I'm in this area, and that is Billy Bob's. Yeah, this is the world's largest honky tonk. If you've never been to Billy Bob's, what are you waiting for? This is one of those places that I grew up listening to people like Willie and Waylon and Merle playing shows here from Billy Bob's, and I swore one of these days I would get here, and I have. I'm about to go in again. This time, I'm taking you with me. So as we can see, yes, there is a cover fee to get in. Even during the day, it's $3. That's not bad. I'm usually one that's like, oh, hell no. No. You want me to come into your place? No. Well, this is basically a museum. There is so much stuff in here. Like, check out these awards through the years right here from the Academy of Country Music. Looks like maybe some CMA awards in the back. I can't really tell for certain because of the lighting. But there is a lot of stuff to check out around here. So let's go take a look. One of the really cool things I like about this place is all the different handprints they have from all sorts of artists. Look at all those kisses too. That's just crazy. Zach Brown Band. Cody Johnson, he was at the Ranger game last night. All sorts of them. Luke Combs up there. John Party. Back over this way, we got old classics like Janie Fricke and T.G. Shepard. There's even Leon Womack back over there. David Allen Coe, John Rich, Black Hawk. But this ain't anything. Let me take you around the corner. There's a whole bunch more. Check it out. We got like John Conley, Willie Nelson, Lone Star, Diamond Rio, old Ricky Skaggs, Steve Warner, Johnny Paycheck, Hoss himself, Waylon Jennings, Tanya Tucker and her pup, Highway 101, Vern Gosden, Earl Thomas Conley. Yeah, these are the people I grew up listening to. This is awesome. And look at this one up here. Yeah. John Anderson. Got a whole bunch more over this way. Joe Stampley and Mickey Gilley. Mickey was my mama's favorite. She absolutely loved Mickey Gilley. Look at that, Miss Loretta Lynn. This is Hart. This is pretty cool. There's Johnny Cash, the man in black. Over here on this wall, it's got a couple of my favorites. There's Trisha Yearwood. Got Alabama. Charlie Pride. Charlie Daniels. And then over here in the corner, Rascal Flatts. Look at this place though, it just keeps all of these different ones over here. You got REO Speedwagon, Ray Price, Mr. Conway Twitty. Oh, Miss Pam Tillis. Ronnie Millsap. The Temptations. Chris Cagle up there. Credence. Let's look at them all. My buddy Joe Don here. Oh, look at that. Barely get my hand in it. Gotta say, I kind of like this guy's name. Yeah, he may have told me that one time. Got a bad reflection there, but this is a fiddle played by Charlie Daniels here. Back in '99, you can bet. That one down to Georgia was played on that one. So, you can't really spend too much time here at Billy Bob's without getting a little hungry, a little thirsty. So I came over to have some lunch and a Shiner, of course. Can't come to Texas without having a Shiner, that's for sure. So gonna grab some lunch here, and then I'm gonna go explore more Billy Bob's. You can never go wrong with catfish and okra. And if they're gonna throw on some homemade slaw and a fresh roll with it, well, by golly, that's something I'm going to have pretty much every chance I get. That okra was amazing, and that slaw was fantastic. I'll tell you what, the Colonel can learn a thing or two. Of course, that catfish, who the hell doesn't like catfish? I never seem to be down here when they're bull riding, but here's where it is. Check this place out. It's not that big. It costs about like $6, I think it is, to watch on Fridays and Saturdays. One of these days I'll make it down here to Billy Bob's for their indoor bull riding here at the world's largest honky tonk. So they have a stage right up here that they're currently working on. And then way back over yonder, they have their main showroom. They have some pretty big concerts and have through the years. This is also where they'll do line dancing right down there. Come around. show the floor. So you can line dance out there. And then you've got a restaurant over to this side. I'll go over there later. As you turn around, it's just one big, massive open bar that I've been walking through. Look at all that counter space over here. They say that this place is often filled up beyond these tables to about 5-6 people deep, if not more, just standing. Several thousands of people that they put into this place every Friday and Saturday night. I simply could not imagine being in here with it that full. See, look over here. Another bar. I say it's time we go over here and get a beer. I just love coming here, just sitting. There's not a whole lot of people here today, as you can see. Not yet, at least. It is a Wednesday, late afternoon. I'm sure it'll fill up before long. But I love coming here, just listening to the classic country music, having a couple beers, just, I don't know, going back down memory lane with every song that's played. I really enjoy being here, but I was told that they could put about 5,000 people in here, and I just cannot imagine being here with that many people. I just really, really don't. I mean, it's probably because every time I've been here, it's been just comfortable like this. I could sit pretty much anywhere I want, have a couple beers, listen to some music. It's easy breezy, nice and comfortable. So I really appreciate getting to come in here when there's not so many people, though I will admit, I would love to come here for a concert. Somebody, I don't know, somebody classic, or, classic nowadays is 2004. They call 20-year-old music classic now. I don't call that classic. I'd love to see somebody from like the 70s and 80s of country music, like Willie. Man, I'd give almost anything to come here and see Willie Nelson at Billy Bob's. That would be fantastic. The song that just ended, Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and they're not kidding. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. Time for a shiner. This beer has got Texas written all over it. Tastes just like another. It's always such a great time getting down to Billy Bob's, checking the place out. But it's time to move on. I appreciate you watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.